I wouldn't think he would, you know. But look, man, people have been waiting for my comeback. I heard, you know, when people were watching boxing, they ended up yawning because Keith Thurman wasn't in the ring, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the entertainment is just hasn't quite been there. Personally, I'm just really happy to be back, you know. This is the sport that I love. You know, when people say, Thurman doesn't have the fire, Thurman doesn't have this, Thurman doesn't have that, you're talking about me and my passion, you know? You forget that I chose to be a boxer, you know? You just watch, you're a spectator, you know what I mean? This is my life dream come true, and the show's not over, you know? And I'm blessed. For an individual that did get injured, that did have surgery, you know, there are many athletes, professional, college, that when they get injured, they get out of the game. The injury pulls them away from the sport, and that's the one thing that kept me going through all of this, is knowing that eventually that I would be back in the game. So I was able to stay very positive, and here we are, kicking off at the start of January next year, a nice little comeback fight, and then more greater fights for you guys in 2019.
What do you make of
You know, Mikey gets what he's been asking for. He's been asking for big welterweights. He called me out. He wanted me. Nobody really believed that it's what he really wants, but it is, because he wants a legacy. And regardless, he's going to get respect for stepping in the ring, okay? Just like when Kell Brook stepped in the ring with Triple G, right? Got his face broke. Still got some respect, though, for doing something that he wasn't supposed to do. Amir Khan Canelo. Don't know how much respect he got, because, you know, because of the fans' opinion about him in the first place, you know. But Mikey, back to Mikey and Spence, you know, I think it's a great fight. It's beautiful that it's on Fox. It's beautiful that it's going to be pay-per-view. We haven't had a real pay-per-view, you know, fighter since Floyd Mayweather, and it's about time that the next generation pushes for that. And Mikey and Spence are at the forefront of that at the start of next year, at the first quarter of next year. So it's big. The stadium that they're using is a beautiful stadium. The last big fight that happened there was a Pacquiao fight, I believe. You know, so it's a big, beautiful stadium. I really believe a lot of Mikey fans are going to come out. You know, Spence, from being out there, his hometown, a lot of his fans are going to come out, and it's just a great fight for both fighters in their career right now. Well, just standing next to the two of them, you know, I definitely think Mikey might be biting off a little bit more than he understands, you know. I mean, let's say you're just as fast as me. Let's say you're just as strong as me, which you know isn't true in Mikey's case and everything. You know, no matter if it's me or Spence, you know. But at least he does have a decent punch. He does have a respectable punch. I think that he can get, with 8-ounce gloves, he can possibly get Errol Spence's respect. But as I was looking at him, you know, having a reach advantage, you know, Errol's going to be able to throw hooks when Mikey's jabbing. You know, he's going to be able to throw hooks when Mikey's jabbing. He's going to be able to utilize his jab, and Spence has a good jab. You know, what I don't like about Mikey fighting Errol Spence is not the fact that he's taken the fight, but it's who he fought before and now trying to take this fight. You know, I just don't think that he's tested the welterweight division properly. Errol Spence is not Adrian Broner, and Errol Spence is not Robert Easter. Keith Thurman is not Robert Easter and Keith Thurman, you know. So at the end of the day, Mikey, when he was calling us out, you know, this is what he wanted. I just told another reporter, he said that he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeves. This better be a Penn and Teller fool us, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to see all of those tricks. I want to see him live.